Congratulations to Yosef for being the one and only person to successfully figure out this week's minifigure. The clue was talking about Von Miller from Super Bowl 50, and this is, of course, Captain Vaughn. Okay, it's spelled differently and a little bit of a stretch, but still. Captain Vaughn is of course one of the newer clones introduced throughout the Clone Wars, being introduced in the very last arc. And he was very short-lived in more ways than one. Also, did any of you ever realize that he has a different helmet than the other clones? I literally only just noticed this during editing. But this is one of those minifigures that looks almost exactly the same as every other one because, I mean, yeah, it's a clone, but it actually has some small differences which help it stand out. For instance, even though the torso is just a normal 501st one, there are actually two changes here. First is the little insignia on the top right of his torso from our perspective. I actually don't know what that is because Captain Rex doesn't have it, so I don't know if it's like a ranking thing, but maybe one of you guys knows. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. And of course, the other change to the torso is that midriff and the belt section, which is a gray on Captain Vaughn, where normally it's just white. I know, these are like earth-shattering changes here. But look, when you're talking about clones for the 100th time, it's the small changes that matter. Of course, the back here is exactly the same with just that gray going around, but if I show this in comparison to a heavy 501st Trooper, or a heavy 332nd Trooper I should say, you can notice those differences more clearly. Now of course the guy on the left has those cloths, but you can see the differences that I was talking about. But of course, one of the big reasons to get this minifigure is the unique helmet he comes with. It's not just a normal 332nd helmet with the Ahsoka markings, but it also has those like commander coding black markings on the top, and then of course a unique visor that goes specifically with him. And personally, I think this is a great addition to the character and to the minifigure. Now one small downside with this again is that these visors don't really stay on, and sometimes just don't stay on straight, which ends up looking something like this and a little off. But still, it's a great looking minifigure. Here's another angle showing you that not only did the visor not want to stay on, but the slight differences between the other versions of the 332nd helmet, between like a normal trooper, a heavy trooper, and then of course Captain Vaughn here. This Legion is quickly becoming one of my favorite of the clone troopers, even though the Wolf Pack is still my favorite. But yeah, Captain Vaughn is a pretty simple minifigure with some cool looking aspects. If you're interested in getting one, the link is in the description down below. Next week we'll be looking at the only troopers which can get away with saying "oorah." That feels so weird to say. But let me know your guesses in the comments down below. Consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already, or check me out on Instagram, Discord, and of course on Patreon, where you get extra entries into the monthly minifig giveaways and join all these wonderful people on screen, including Jonathan. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.